area of the castle. And there's actually a second moat, but this moat is dry. Which, again, even though that moat is dry, if you were a pre-industrialized nation using swords and spears and bow and arrows, that would be a very difficult thing to cross when there's guys up on that wall firing arrows and throwing spears at you. And then you would have to try to scale that wall, which is probably not a doable thing. So there's a station for ceremonial washing, which again, I don't really know how to do, so I'm not going to attempt because I don't want to do anything wrong. So those stones are gigantic. That one stone right there is massive. I do not know how to move determination. And some of the joints, again, in the stonework are just beyond belief. So all those people who say, oh, the aliens made the pyramids. Well, we know somebody made these stones in 1600, and they're pretty massive, and they're pretty well fit together. I mean, look at the seams, and there's 3 stones in the corner over there. Pretty wild stuff. Okay. So, we might go in there later because that looks like a place to get some eat, and then of course cool off. So we're in like the central courtyard of the castle right now. We're gonna like sort of circle around this way, and then see what's over in the left corner, and then we'll go towards the main tower of the castle, which you've probably seen already in the distance. But it looks like we have more steps over here to get to the power pits to defend the walls. And then there's the main castle. We'll go up to the main castle. It's a $2,000, not 2,000 yen entrance fee. So I probably will do that, but I don't know if they're going to permit me to video record inside the castle. It's probably considered a museum, and that may be frowned upon. Okay, we got a beautiful little, looks like pond and garden over here. Again, plenty of signs telling the tourists not to do stupid things, like jump in the water, stuff like that. Man, I tell you what, if I ever win the lottery, it's not like I'm gonna run around and tell people, but there will be signs. And one of these garden ponds with all the landscape trees, you definitely find one in Mr. Venner's backyard if I won the lottery. They are stunning, beautiful. I mean, don't get me wrong, I love vegetables and growing vegetables. But these ornamental gardens are just stunning here. But yeah, vegetables are my main thing. Food. I like growing food because I like eating food and I like sharing food. So during World War II, concrete bunker right here, wow, for air defense raids. So this was, I guess this part right here was a bunker for coordinated air defense during World War II. Oh. This is a beautiful pink flowers, and we're coming to the edge of the moat. So I did want to try to get that perspective. So this is the dry moat, again, because the wet moat is on the outside. So this is the dry moat. And again, Not that I'm an archer, but having this height advantage over here, and they had that area blocked off. But even from right here, and then from up that spot over there, it would not be too hard to lob a mass of arrows at a incoming attacking force, and then to quickly step out of the way when they tried to return fire, because of the height difference. I don't know if that ever took place, but it seems it was designed for that purpose. So I'm betting we're just gonna walk around the moat here, and then this is gonna be another video, because we're already 5 minutes in, and I want to keep the videos kind of short, because then they're easier to edit, and we'll just upload a lot more of them. That's all. Seemed like YouTube kind of like the shorter videos too, not necessarily the ones under 5 minutes, but I uploaded a 30-minute one today of my walk in in the Shinjuku National Garden, and it took a little bit for YouTube, my phone, and the camera to process all that. So I think if we keep them a little shorter, it'll be a little bit easier. I have a video of me walking through downtown Bori in Osaka last night, which is like their downtown area and shopping district. I think what's going to happen here is, at least for the big videos, or excuse me, the videos on the high quality camera, it's going to be like a day or two delay between when I shoot the video and when I post it. So all of that over there is still in the inner wall of the outer side, it's still inside the inner wall or outer wall of the castle and the moat. So this would be a very well defended place, especially in pre-industrialized times, but even in the time of firearms and cannons. You could try to bounce some cannonballs off of these walls. I'm not sure how well you would do. Not that I'm an expert on 16th century cannon technology, but those rocks are massive and they're highly uniform and they're fit close together. A little bit different than European castle walls, which have many stones. So I feel like it'd be easier to crumble them and crush them with cannon fire. Whereas these stones are monolithic in nature, so it may be harder to get a cannonball through them, which, you know, I'm not a history teacher, but that's one of the reasons people stopped building castles, because once you introduced cannons, it didn't really make sense to spend enormous amounts of time, energy, and effort and money, resources, to build big big castle walls, when the next guy could just come, a couple of his buddies, sit outside the castle in relative safety and fire cannonballs at it all day. So that's why we don't see a lot of castles in modern warfare. We do things like bunkers and entrenchments, because the ground is still really good at stopping bullets, fragmentation from explosions, but not so much full-on well-developed castles like we're visiting today. So I think we're gonna walk.
Yeah, that's like enough to get like some vending machine stuff. And like,
Yeah, I mean, they're fine.
I think I'm gonna have to buy water from those vending machines over there in a little bit, because it is warm. And we're gonna shut this video down in a second, just once we get to the outside area of the castle. Oh, it looks like I'm gonna walk around the castle. So we'll walk around the castle, shut this video down, and then I'll let the camera cool off because it feels like it's gonna melt. This thing generates a lot of heat. Well, it captures a lot of video all at once. It's shooting 360 at 4K. So it's really shooting at 8K because it's shooting 4K in multiple directions. So all that processing power generates massive and beautiful. And a lot of the structure at the top is golded or gilded in gold. So, I think we're just going to walk around the outside. Yeah, see, this is already a 10-minute video. All I do is walk around the outside. We're wearing traditional kimono. Yes, Haversham and Miss Keller asked me to bring some kimono back for them. And I was going to do my best until I walked into a kimono shop and the fabrics are so nice. Oh no, you can't walk around this. So the fabrics are so nice that it was like $1,200 or almost $2,000 for one. Oh, you can walk around the whole side. So we will. Again, I'm not so sure. Oh no, you can't walk all over. So, as much as I like to keep Miss Haversham and Miss Keller happy, I am not going to spend $4,000 US to bring home some kimono that probably, in all honesty, won't fit right. It seems like it's kind of like a custom fit thing. Like you got to go someplace, sort of like a tailored suit. Even a non-tailored suit, you know, gentlemen, when you go to get your first suit, make sure you have some alterations made so that it fits better. I know I don't even own a suit anymore, but tailored suits are very expensive, which may be one of the reasons that, you know, a finished kimono has a cost like that, because they're custom fit and they're tailored to you.